Quest for this one. It's Eva. So we're going to take a look at this chart here. Not a whole lot of a chart, but we're going to see what's going on here. Okay. First off, we're going to come over to CoinMarketCap and see see where the volume and stuff is at with this thing. All right. Let's see here. Evadore. There you go. Alright, just give it 1 second to load up here. There we go. Alright, we have a $47 million market cap. Volume is down 30% at 6.4 million, down 28%. Alright, over here the sentiment, top 10 gainers in the past 24 hours. Bullish, a lot of bullish sentiment over here for sure. Okay, there's some price predictions. Well, let's go back over to this chart. All right, if we go out on the daily, we don't have a whole lot to go with here. All right, this thing just launched, I guess, not too long ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 2 weeks worth of information here. Tons of buying, a lot of buyers coming, definitely on the daily. All right, if we go out to the 12-hour here, you can still see lots of buyers. All right, 8-hour. All right, you can see we're forming a trend line to follow up here. All right, you can see the 8-hour is at the top here. All right, very overbought. It's up at 83. The 4-hour. All right, once again, way up there. It's at a 79. You can see it running into some resistance here. All right, we're going to put a line up here, right up at about close to 28 cents. All right, it's running into a little bit of a wall here. The 1-hour, that's the one I really want to look at here, okay? Because if we squeeze this out, whoops. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to move that. Put that back. Pretty close there, okay? What I want to show you here, right down here in the bottom, right, we're going to make this a little bit bigger. All right, you can see right here, this high on the RSI. Alright, then the next high in price is lower on the RSI. Alright, so you got some bearish divergence here forming. Alright, lower highs on the RSI and higher highs in price. This looks like it's trying to do a 5-wave up here. Alright, especially out in the 4-hour. Alright, you can see almost a 1, 2, 3. This could possibly be a 4th wave pullback coming right here, and then a 5th wave up. All right, but you can also see bearish divergence here on the 4-hour. All right, you can see a high, a lower high, a lower high. All right, so it's starting to lose some steam up here. Right around that. It has a high at 28 cents. Starting to lose some steam up here at 28 cents. The 8-hour, no bearish divergence here that I see. But you can see it's extremely overbought. All right, it looks like it's trying to possibly do a pullback here. All right, if this thing is doing 5 waves up, and this is a 1, 2. Usually, if your second wave is not complex, like a deep correction, then your 4th wave is gonna be. All right, this doesn't. Let's take a possible measurement on this thing with a fib. Alright, if this, we're not going to use the wick. I don't like using big wicks like that. Very volatile. Alright, you'd be looking, possibly a 35-cent 5th wave. But guys, I am not right all the time. Trust me, these charts are, I had a guy say one time he went to law school, and charting is more difficult than law school, with figuring these charts out. They really are. You really, I have over 5 years in looking at these things, and And I am not right all the time. It just doesn't work like that. If it was, man, I would have all the money in the world. But I get my fair share correct. Okay, I'm not gonna beat myself down that much. I do get some good calls out there. All right, so if this was a five wave up here, two, three, your fourth wave could be your biggest, deepest correction here. Could be. All right. This thing is, the volume. You got declining volume down here. All right, on the 8 hour, you had the big volume in the beginning, declining. All right, you could have a fourth wave pullback, and then a fifth wave. According to this, possibly up to 35 cents. Now, if we did use the wick, let me take this off log once. You can see the difference it makes when you take it off log. Um, all right, this thing is. Let's get back on the 4 blitz. All right, it's still holding. Technically holding trend. I would probably put that trend line. That's the key too. If you're charting this, use a trend line. Okay, put that trend line on there because like I always say, if it this is a trend line. You're following a trend. If it breaks the line, that's a break of trend. Okay, so something else is happening. If it breaks it, all right. I can, it's definitely doing a five wave up. The question is whether this would be the low. Let's take the high once here. Let's just for the heck of it take that wick and put it in there. Right down to the low of wave 2. All right, that would put it up at 51 cents. All right, that's why I don't like wicks. All right, if we don't use that wick, the low to the high, back to the low. What about there? 36 cents. That would make it a five wave up. 1, 2, 3. Its fourth wave can end up being a little brutal, could be, and then a fifth wave up. Usually that fourth wave. If you take a, we put a Fibonacci on that thing. Usually it pull back to a 618 or something from the wave 2. It could pull back pretty deep there. That'll shake people out, and then you'll get a fifth wave up, all right, and then probably an ABC after that. But it's having difficulty breaking this 28 cents. All right, you got some bearish divergence in here. All right, you got lower highs on the RSI, and higher highs in price. Even out in the 8 hour. Get that off there and see. High, then you got some lower highs coming in here. So like I said, it looks like it could have a fourth wave pullback here. Down who knows, maybe 20 cents looks roughly decent. Looks like it had a little bit of difficulty getting through the 20 cent area, and then it busted up through there. So we'll see what happens here. But quite honestly, I would probably expect a little bit of a pullback for a fourth wave and then a fifth wave up. Like I said, that target area for that thing. Oh, not that one, I'm sorry. Like we did this, the low to the high, the retrace to the, 35 to 38 cent area for a fifth wave. All right, so I'm going to leave that on there. We'll see how this plays out, but put your trend line on it, and track it like that. The 4 hour still coming down, but getting down there. This is what bothers me, the bearish divergence here. Okay, you can see a 1, 2, looks like a 3. Fourth wave pullback would get these RSIs reset, then a fifth wave up. All right, guys. Thank you so very, very much. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.